I have a problem, because we're talking about two reports here, two investigations. One initiated the letter of intent, and then we're talking about another one that initiated the dismissal. Now, if those two are not one and the same, then I don't understand what we're here for. I'm sorry, I just don't. Now, if they were combined, one thing. But if they're separate, I do not understand how that can happen. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. You're confused. The more you get into this, I become more and more confused. I don't know which one of these things I should believe.
Under the merit rules, I'm sorry, Mr. Warner. Under the merit rules, when a notice of intent to terminate or dismiss someone is given to an employee, the employee has the right to respond to the allegations against him or her. In this case, based on the notice of intent that was given to Mr. Gardner, Mr. Caney responded with additional allegations. When those additional allegations were made, the internal investigation was reopened, and there was additional investigation done to try to answer the allegations raised by Mr. Gardner's lawyer and to make sure that his due process was completely protected.
Well, then shouldn't there have been another notice of intent to dismiss?
No, sir.
To take and incorporate what you had just found?
Only it. Well, the final letter did incorporate everything. The final letter done by Mr. Rectenwald did incorporate both parts of the investigation.
Then if it incorporated, and what's the problem in here?
Well, that's the objection, and that's what I'm about to rule on. So I'd like to include it in the record, just one line. Does that fit you where you want to be? Well, I think we need to look at it.
No, I'm not objecting to you hearing. I'm objecting to this document that was prepared by the investigator as to her findings of fact being introduced into evidence to you, because you have to make your own findings of fact.
Now I'm going to disagree with that, because the investigative process is what the agency used. And if they want to change it afterwards, say, well, we found all this other stuff, but it wasn't involved in the investigation. We didn't make these findings. As you will see as we go through the policies are very clear to avoid all of what there's a good point here why this is so convoluted and confusing. It shouldn't be that way. The policies are very clear on how this should proceed, and it's not. And the reason that it's not is because of this reopened, maybe no other documents. This is the only report we've been provided, and the statute requires that if there's another one, they're to provide it to us with the dismissal, and we don't have it, and it's never been produced to us. So if they want to show it up today, that tells you how the problem with this process is that the investigative process is not supposed to be smoke and mirrors. It's supposed to be transparent, so everybody can see it.